Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. Yes, another video on the Beatles. Uh, I just ranked all of the songs on the Beatles' Red album, and I thought I'd just get it over with and do the blue one today. And, I do enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy watching. And the one thing I'm not going to include in this ranking is Now and Then, which is kind of tacked on the end of this album, because it should be actually 1967, 2023. But I do love Now and Then. But even for all of the songs on the Blue album, it would be near the bottom of my favorites. But still, like I said, it's a great song. So here we go. So there are 36 songs on the Blue album, plus, of course, Now and Then. So just please remember, I love every one of these songs. So these are just in the order of my favorites. And you might have a different opinion, and that's okay. We can have different opinions. Number 36 for me is, The Long and Winding Road. It's never been, like I said, I truly do love the song, but of all the Beatles songs, it would be near the bottom of my favorites. The long and winding road. Thank you. Number 35, I Me Mine by George Harrison. Excellent song. I love it. I think ever since the Get Back documentary, I have a new appreciation for all of the songs on Let It Be. Number 34, All You Need Is Love. That's right. A great song by John. Love it. Number 33, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Yeah, I think a lot of Beatles fans probably have that higher up in their rankings, but it's lower in mine. But I still, like I said, I love the song. Number 32, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Yeah, once again, I appreciate it more with the Giles Martin remix and the guitar more up in the mix. Some of the Giles Martin remixes I love more than the original songs. Number 31, Obla Di Obla Da. John and George and Ringo's favorite song. Just joking. But it is. I don't like that also when any of the Beatles put down any of the Beatles songs. It's kind of takes away from the song. Like, for instance, John Lennon not liking Hello Goodbye except for the ending. And definitely not liking Obla Di Obla Da. But it's a fun song, and I've always loved it. Number 30, The Fool on the Hill, beautiful ballad by Paul McCartney. Number 29, and I did forget to mention, just in case you haven't seen the other video where I rank the Red album songs. This has nothing to do with the new remixes. I'm just the basic song is what I'm ranking this on. So number 29, Hello Goodbye. And I will say this one more time. I'm sure all of the Beatles would be jealous sometimes of one of the other Beatles. But I really think John Lennon, when he put down his own songs too, I realize that. But when he would put down Paul's songs, I kind of think sometimes he was jealous of Paul because it was so easy for Paul to do these really catchy make these really catchy melodies and all that. Not that John couldn't, but I just think sometimes John was jealous of Paul. And, I probably Paul was jealous of John too. So Hello Goodbye at number 29. Number 28, Glass Onion. Yeah, I realize some people don't think, well, they think some other song like Helter Skelter should be on the Blue album instead of Glass Onion, and I do agree, but still, I love the song. 28. 27, Octopus's Garden. Way to go, Ringo. Number 26, Magical Mystery Tour. I think in the past that would have been a little lower, but with the remix, even though I'm not ranking it on the remixes, but I just love the song more than ever. With you can hear more of the guitar work in it. It rocks. Number 25, Blackbird, which I think would might even be in the top 10 for a lot of Beatles fans. But I just love other songs even more than Blackbird. Number 24, Ringo again with A Little Help from My Friends. Number 23, Lady Madonna. Number 22, Come Together. Once again, that would probably be in the top 10. Would it be in your top 10? Let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, if some of you can do your top 5 or possibly top 10, it'd be interesting to read. And maybe your bottom 5 or so. And somebody actually on the Red album did the whole thing, and I thank them very much. So number 21, Here Comes the Sun once again. I love the song, but I just have more favorites than Here Comes the Sun, and I think that would definitely be maybe even in the top 5 for most Beatles fans. Number 20, Get Back. Yeah. Number 19, yeah, Within You, Without You. I would read, or in videos, some Beatles fans just don't care for this song, or I don't like the Indian music and all that. I don't know. I've just always really loved the song. I love when George is singing, I love that instrumental section. And I really think, I'm really glad that it is on the Blue album. It's really respecting George Harrison. Number 18, Penny Lane. Yeah, for songs that are really Beatle-y, that really give you the vibe of the Beatles, that's one of them for me. Number 17 is Back in the USSR. Yeah. With Paul McCartney on drums. I bet you didn't know that. Number 16, Hey Bulldog. Yeah, this is definitely a fan favorite. It's really grown in stature the last few years. And the remix, if I might bring up the remix again, I think is awesome. Number 15, The Ballad of John and Yoko. See, then there's the opposite. I think a lot of Beatles fans would have that much lower. But I love the fact that it's just John and Paul on that song, and they're singing together and seem to really be getting along, and there's lots of energy in the song, and I love it. Maybe also because there's some Yoko people out there that aren't. There's fans that aren't fans of Yoko Ono, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm a fan of Yoko Ono and her music, but maybe some Beatles fans don't like seeing Yoko in a Beatles song title. Number 14. Don't Let Me Down. Definitely a fan favorite. So like I said, all of these are just 10 out of 10. Number 13, Old Brown Shoe. Once again, I think it would be lower in the ranking for most Beatles fans, but it's definitely one of my all-time favorite Beatles songs. And I agree about the new remix. It's a little off with some guitar bits missing, but still, I enjoy the remix overall. Number 12. I Am the Walrus. Now, let's not talk about the new remix. I did a video on that. But just the song in general is one of my favorite John Lennon songs. Definitely. But I have 11 more that I like love even more. Number 11. Revolution. Yeah. And the top 10, here we go. Dear Prudence, with Paul McCartney on drums again. I bet you didn't know that either. Number 9, Something by George Harrison, of course. Once again, even though it's in the top 10, I think most people would put that in the top 5. Number 8, Oh Darling, killer vocals by Paul McCartney. And once again, I remember reading up about John Lennon saying that he thought he could do a better job on the song than Paul McCartney did. And that's one time I really disagree, even though John in the Beatles was my favorite singer, during the Beatles era. I think there's no way that anybody could top Paul with his vocals on Oh Darling. Number 7. I want you so bad. What was that? Yeah, once again, that would be lower on some people, and even some people complained about it being on the Blue album. But it's one of my all-time favorite Beatles songs. Number 6, Across the Universe. Beautiful song. That's the other thing about these two compilations, the Red and Blue album. Some people bring up greatest hits, whatever. That it's not a greatest hits package at all. It's a compilation of the Beatles' history. So I'm glad that they included some deep cuts, even though they might not be your personal favorite deep cuts. Number 5. Yeah, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Definitely one of the greatest Beatles songs. Number 4. Hey Jude. I don't think this gets the love that it used to. Paul McCartney sings it in every concert. There's certain songs that Paul basically has to sing, because a lot of fans are looking forward to certain songs. And I've never, ever, ever gotten tired of the song. And even some people complain about it, the ending going on for too long. I'm not one of those. I love the ending, and The way Paul's carrying on with his vocals is just awesome. Number 3. Let it be, let it be. That's right. Once again, probably overplayed by some people. Some people are tired of it, but it is a classic song. Number 2. Strawberry Fields Forever. I believe that's Glenn Kellaway from the Basement's favorite song. But it's not my favorite song. It's number 2. Actually, overall, it would be probably my third favorite Beatles song. Yeah. And number 1, as most of you probably have figured out even before I started this video, the greatest song of all time for me, A Day in the Life. Yeah. So that's it. I would love your thoughts, and hopefully some of you do your top 10 favorites on the Blue album, and maybe the bottom 5, your least favorite. Thanks for watching. Please remember to comment and like the video, and check out my Beatles playlist. I should have it in the pinned comment below, and bye.